So, we're another celebrity day, and do you think Sunita should have gone tonight?
Do you think Mark enjoyed giving that massage more than Emily enjoyed receiving it?
Get ready for more monkey business as we debate all of today's camp action with the help of jungle legend Peter Andre. Put your questions to him live right here on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here now!
So I'm here on the bridge with lovely Sunita, who's the second celebrity to leave the jungle.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. And it's so great to leave when you're actually liking it.
Yeah.
You know, rather than thinking, oh, thank God I'm out. I actually feel sad to be leaving everybody, actually. And if it wasn't for the fact that my mum and the kids are here, I would definitely rather be staying there.
Who you miss most in camp?
Oh, my God, everybody in different ways.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not just saying that to
Who's
be
your number one girl?
diplomatic.
Give us a name.
My number one. Really hard, but let's say, oh gosh, no, Willie, because I love our chats. Fatima looked after me so much.
So kind of pretty much all of them.
Honestly, it really is.
We see you in the camp, and you really went on a journey, you know. We see you at the beginning, and you was generally frightened of everything. And I kind of feel that you grew into the jungle life, you know?
I definitely grew into the jungle life.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever would have grown into the trials.
Yeah.
So that was the other thing. Once we reached yesterday, the fact that we decided who was sent.
Yeah.
So I had this real sense of peace, because I thought, well, they're not going to send me.
Yeah,
again,
well,
are
you've
they?
done so well when we see you do the live trial, you face the snakes, you know. You've done more in the jungle than probably most people will do the whole time they're there. So you had a really eventful time.
Really good. I mean, I did more than I dreamed I'd be able to do.
If you knew what you knew now, would you have done it?
You know what's coming.
Yeah.
But it's much harder than you realise it's going to be, though, as well.
Your lovely children are just over there
Thank
waiting
you.
for you. They're beautiful, by the way.
Oh,
and will you
thank
come
you.
on our show tomorrow?
Definitely.
Definitely. You're fantastic.
much.
I'll be your macho man.
Yes, please.
Laura, back to you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Joe. So, Sunita has left the jungle forever. And later on in the show, we have an exclusive interview with Stephanie Powers live in the studio. And what a day it's been. Fatima crushing rock with her bare hands. A buoyant Emily swimming her way to 11 stars. I think Dec really enjoyed that one. And a sex-starved Essex boy willing to try anything for a bit of breaststroke. You boys and your boobies. But how will Sunita's departure affect the camp dynamics? Would Fatima have made a good Bond girl? And why is Uncle Pat still picking fights? For the next hour, we'll be talking all things jungle, and we want you to join in. Here's how.
It's easy to get in touch. Just go to Facebook, Twitter, or our website. Send us your videos, take part in our caption competition, or tell us exactly what you think about this year's campmates. You can even call us live. All the ways to contact us can be found on our website, itv.com/celebrity.
Also, Fatima takes your questions. We pop over to the Bush Telegraph. And live from London, Uncle Pat's 80s double-act partner, no, not his mullet, but fellow DJ Mick Brown brings the camp into sharp focus. And joining us for the first time today is someone who needs no introduction. But here's one anyway.
This is a song you might know. Hugs are really important today. Never been so scared in my life. This is insania. That's a new word, though, for the dictionary, insania. I'm okay!
He's a true legend of the jungle. Go insania. It's Peter Andre. She eats Essex boys for breakfast. It's Towie Motormouth, Gemma Collins. And while Sunita might get Brad Pitt and Simon Cowell, I get these two. He's got plenty of jokes tucked up his sleeve. It's Russell Kane. And he wipes his nose on his sleeve. It's Joe Scott. So, first things first. Peter, how does it feel to be back in the jungle?
It is the most bizarre feeling. I was saying to Gemma before, and to Swashy, I said, I was standing right here, and I remember, actually, when I was in the jungle, and I remember was going to be my wife later, was standing here yelling across, and it was all here. And I've never been back since, and it's a strange... I've got goosebumps
feeling,
before.
isn't it, the place?
It is, you know, I was saying before that all the smells remind you of things. I don't mean it smells like...
the bad smell.
You know, but I mean all the good
nice
smells.
smell.
It's amazing.
Well, we're so happy that you're here. We have to talk about Sunita, who is our second campmate to leave. Peter, are you surprised that she's the second to go?
Yeah, I love Sunita. I know Sunita, and she's got such a good heart. And I don't actually think she, you know, some people might argue it, but I don't think she's been given enough of a shot.
No.
She's so nice. She's got a heart of gold.
Yeah, and when we really see her go through a journey, you know, from the beginning, she was frightened of her own shadow, with her collar. You know, I think she grew into camp life, and maybe she got cut a little bit short.
Gemma, do you think the dynamics in the camp are going to change now that Sunita isn't there?
Definitely.
Less fear.
Everyone knows I'm Sunita's biggest fan, but I think the fact that Lorraine has come up and had a bit of a word with Pat, you know, that's going to change. And also, you know, we've seen Emily go for it in the task. Take my hat off to that girl. She did a fantastic job. I think the viewers have just sat back and thought, hang on a minute, Sunita saw her mum. We all know Sunita's really scared, so it's a lovely exit for Sunita.
Yeah.
So now we're going to really see it, like, chopping and changing in the camp.
It's going to get exciting. Well, it's hard to believe the celebs have been in the jungle for 14 days. It's been raining in there, not much food going on, and a lot of emotions running high. Have a little look at this.
Oh, it just gets on my tits. Just giving in, just let somebody else do something. It's like standing over somebody while they go and collect wood, or standing over somebody and tell them how to wash. It's just inappropriate, and it's like a petulant child.
What's his eyes like, Jess?
His eyes?
Like the bits below them?
Sort of wrinkly.
Yeah, I think that's Lee.
Oh, don't, because you start me crying. Don't talk about it anymore, please. Just like started saying, oh, what was you know, Lee's eyes like? Just the thought that like he's there and I can't see him, even though I'll see him in a few days or maybe even tomorrow. But it just got me really sad.
Won't be long, and we'll be a few days. That's so well. You'll look back at this and you'll say, I'm the most proudest person ever I've done that.
Oh, when you watch that back, Peter, does it kind of trigger memories? Because it does get a bit sad in there sometimes.
Look, what happens is you're stripped from your emotions, you know, stripped from everything, right? Yeah. You've got no salt, no sugar in your body, right? You're drained of food. People think, oh, they're handing you things. It doesn't happen.
No, it don't. There ain't no burgers going in there.
And, you know, Dr. Bob tells you all this before you go in, but it doesn't register. And all your emotions come out. So if you're sort of close with someone as a friend, man love becomes a lot more man love in the jungle than it does. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of bromance going in there. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I want to look at the gorilla challenge because we saw Fatima and Jessica specifically got very upset. What do you make of that, Jen?
I was really disappointed, you know. I was really disappointed that they never picked Fatima. You know, we've heard Fatima's story. She's just lost her partner. Her little boy is 12 years old, 13 years old. You know, it would have been perfect for them to see each other. You know, Sunita's a 50-year-old woman and she don't need to see her mum, you know. I don't understand where the logic to it comes from.
Do you see where Anthony and Mark came up with a reason? Can you see where they came from, Gemma?
Anyone in that situation, you can't judge because it would have been a very, very hard task to do. When I actually saw the clip, I did start crying, Pete, didn't I? Because I was like, oh, poor Fatima. You know, I really felt for her. The fact that she's opened up, the lady's lost her husband, her son is here, she's been a great trooper. And I think with Fatima, she's naturally got this fighting spirit because obviously she was a champion athlete. And you're seeing another side to her now, so I'm in love with her.
Don't you reckon she should be called Muscle Ma? Because there's not 1 ounce of fat on her.
No, it's not.
She's one-tone body.
It's like saying a hamburger and there's no hamburger.
Yeah, definitely.
But I thought as well, I was really interested to see the reason for not picking it for Fatima to see her son.
Because you get too upset.
Well, I just think that's a little bit, that's a bit of a cop-out, I think.
Peter, how important when you're in that jungle is it if you could see a loved one? How important would that be? Would it make a difference?
At that time, you're so stripped from everything, you just... Any bit of sort of reality for you is just incredible.
Because they've got to remember as well, you can't phone home, you don't read the papers, so usually when you go away for a while, you can phone home, see how everyone is, you don't know anything.
You're completely isolated.
Sorry, hon. I was just going to say as well, because Anthony doesn't like Fatima, did he sort of, because he keeps...
That would be really nasty, though. He's not that bad, is he?
No, but because he keeps, like, he does overpower Mark a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they were bickering, and we're talking about bromance. They were like best buddies, and they were having a full-on argument there.
So maybe sort of like Mark went along with that, and in Anthony's head, he didn't want Fatima to see her son. You never know.
I don't know. You never know. Also, you've got some...
Yeah, it's almost like, Gemma, you read Anne-Marie McDougall's mind there. She said, Fatima should have got in, Anthony was being a control freak and clearly doesn't understand how much people like her. Chris Coleman has said, don't you think of this, Jim? Imagine if Mark had won Lauren and she was in the gorilla costume. She could have kicked him in the nuts for flirting. He pulled the head off.
She wouldn't do that, would she?
Broke her foot.
Yeah, I think, you know, if Mark is flirting, then, you know, as Pete said, when you're in that jungle...
Everything's hyped.
The emotions are all hyped up. You've got each other to survive and rely on.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much, panel. Time for a break, after which Peter and Gemma will be discussing Camp Morale. Tell us what you make of it all at itv.com/celebrity. Also, Russell talks us through his take on our celebrities, plus star of Hollywood and these woods, Stephanie, joins us for an exclusive chat live in the studio. And we'll be speaking to this guy. Mick Brown will be with us live from London. I cannot wait. See you in a moment.